Final Lord is prominent, the real whacker towards the outside as they thunder down towards the first. Am I Right, Leggy Watson, Beauport towards the outside. Final Lord as I Am Maximus goes up the inside with Kay de Bourbon. Leave the ground for the first time, Mark Johnson.
Am I Right just touched down in front as they went over the first of the 30 fences. And at the back of the field, Grange Clare West has unseated Patrick Mullins. Grange Clare West is down at the first. On then towards fence number 2, High Class Hero, Twig and Am I Right with the first 3 over it. We've lost one of the Jigginstown runners at that fence, and that was Kay de Bourbon has gone. Kay de Bourbon is down, and now they go towards the open ditch, which is the third. Am I Right led Twig over it, and then High Class Hero, and down there is the mare. Panic Attack has gone. Panic Attack is down at fence number 3. At the moment, at the back of the field, it's Fire Fox, who's already been ridden along as they go over the fourth, and over now to Stuart Machin.
And it's Am I Right in the centre in the yellow, to Final Orders in the dark blue, High Class Hero on top of the bill, and Twig in the cheap pieces. Beauport in the pearl blue is racing out wide with Mr. Van Gogh. Lecky Watson in the red and white is just in behind him. Morocco in a noseband is in midfield. The grey marble sands is right at the back of the field with Firefox. Champ Kylie is fairly well back at this stage with Gorgeous Tom and Haiti Caleur as they make their way on towards Beechers. Well grouped as they come down to it. Twig in the centre to High Class Hero. Am I Right in the yellow? They were the leading 3 on landing, and Mr. Van Gogh is down at Beechers. Mr. Van Gogh has come down at Beechers. Am I Right, High Class Hero and Twig lead them as they make their way towards the canal turn. They land just in advance of the pursuers. Monty Star in the maroon is making a bit of headway on the inside. Jerry Colomb was unseated when in midfield. Am I Right leading at the canal turn to High Class Hero and Twig at top of the bill, and Monty Star and Imperial Saint and Final Orders, and then Iroko, Lecky Watson and I Am Maximus, followed over by Jaguar. Towards the back of the field, Firefox, the real whacker, and Jordan's with Captain Cody and Percival Lagalwa as they go out of Valentine's. We rejoin Mark.
And it's still Am I Right who has the lead, to top of the bill, moving through on the inside now to share second, with Twig towards the outside, and then High Class Hero. Then towards the inside is Imperial Saint as they go over this next plain fence. They're then being followed by, on the outside, Lecky Watson. He's racing alongside Final Orders, and now they face up to another of the open ditches. It's Am I Right and Philip Enright who still have the lead, to top of the bill on the inside. Not much between them as they got over that open ditch, all safely over, although at the back of the field, the real whacker almost clambered over it. He's struggling badly, and so too is Jordan's, who has been ridden along, and they go now towards the final fence taken before the Melling Road crossing, and all the leaders jumped that one. Well, again, Jordan's was slow at the back of the field, and so too was the real whacker. And now as they go over the Melling Road, it is Am I Right who's got the lead. Over top of the bill, who races in second, and then in third position as they rejoin the race course is High Class Hero, and we now rejoin Richard Hoyles.
So Am I Right it is, who's cutting out the running. Twig in the beige jacket, top of the bill, then behind these High Class Hero, Final Orders and Lecky Watson. First the McManus horses, Johnny Who in the blue cap on the outside of Iroko in the noseband. Jaguar has held his position in the cheek pieces, no problem with Monty's Star. In mid-division, then we have I Am Maximus just ahead of Stella Story, Favre de Champ and Spanish Harlem's in that group as well with Beauport. And then behind these we have Answer to Cape, who's ahead of Haiti Caleur, who's 2 back from mid. The real whacker is going to be pulled up before taking the next. So the real whacker pulled up before the 13th as Am I Right led them over as they now continue their run down to up the home straight, heading towards the chair, which is the fence after this. It is Am I Right who leads the national from top of the bill, Twig, Imperial Saint, and on the outside High Class Hero. Then behind these we have Iroko with Jaguar. I Am Maximus, not great there actually on the inside of Monty Star, then Beauport. Johnny Who sits in midfield with Spanish Harlem. Captain Cody towards the outside, Stella Story. Towards the inner is Champ Kylie. Then Gorgeous Tom still going, so is Percival Lagalwa, but he's towards the back, as is Jordan's, and Firefox as the leaders reach the chair. Bad mistake by High Class Hero. Spanish Harlem, Banbridge is gone. Banbridge unseated the rider, and Oscar's brother is also gone. So Oscar's brother and Banbridge are out at the chair as Am I Right on top of the bill leads them towards the water jump. Imperial Saint, then Monty's Star as they stream over that. Twig, High Class Hero. Jaguar well placed with I Am Maximus. Favre de Champ in about 8th or 9th with Johnny Who as they turn away. Beauport towards the outside. outside, then Gorgeous Tom, Firefox, 3-card Bragg. Jordan's comes next with Answer to Cape, Captain Cody. Lecky Watson's still there, but has lost positions. Then Spanish Harlem, Marble Sands, and Percival the Gelwar is the last of those runners who are heading out on this final circuit. So out in the lead, it is still Am I Right, who's shown up well the whole way, with Twig, then High Class Hero, Final Orders, Beauport the outside, top of the bill, Imperial Saint, I Am Maximus, right up the inside as we rejoin Mark.
It looks as though there's still about 25 of them sitting out on their final circuit. They're all over the first fence for the second time and on now towards the next, with still Am I Right and Imperial Saint in between them, top of the bill, and right through on the inside, I Am Maximus going the shortest way as a loose horse wanders right across in front of them. Am I Right was hampered by that loose horse, and we've got lost one at the back of the field, and that was the grey Marble Saint. Swan Sands has gone on now towards the open ditch. Am I Right will lead to top of the bill over in second, and down there Beauport has gone. Also down is Stella Story, and also down there was Jaguar. So three have gone at that open ditch. They go over the next. Am I Right makes a mistake, and it's top of the bill who has now gone on, and now back to Stewart.
So they're heading on towards fence 21, the fence before Beeches. Top of the bill with the red cap. Am I Right in the yellow in the centre. High Class Hero in the red. Imperial Saint in a gold jacket on the near side. They're just about the leading four to touchdown. It was the loose horse who fell there. He's quickly back on his feet, but he did hamper one or two of them, including 3-card Bragg. Heading down towards Beeches for the second time. Top of the bill, Imperial Saint, Am I Right, High Class Hero. Rocco in the noseband is just in behind her with Monty Star. And then Favorita Chandu towards the inner. I Am Maximus landed steeply back in midfield. The white cap ahead of Champ Kylie. Moving on towards Foynaven. Fence 23 taken to it by top of the bill and Imperial Saint and High Class Hero Monty Star. And Favorita Chandu. And then just in behind Am I Right his final orders to Iroko. Johnny Who with the blue cap alongside I Am Maximus, and then 3-card Bragg followed by Jordan's as they come to the canal turn. Haiti Calais and Champ Kylie are going to be the next ones over. The mistake there from I Am Maximus. Firefox is still going towards the rear with Twig and Percival the Galwar and Lecky Watson, and Spanish Harlem is last of all. Captain Cody's making a little headway. Out over Valentine's they go. We rejoin Mark.
A mistake there by top of the bill, and it's now handed the lead to Imperial Saint to the hands of Callum Pritchard, with Monty Star moving up on the inside quite wide is High Class Hero as they go over that next plain fence, and that was the fifth from home. So it is top of the bill with Monty Star on the inside with Imperial Saint. Those are now the first three. Iroku is just in behind them, travelling well. Jordan's is also making very good ground towards the wide outside as they bunch up, and they've gone over the final open ditch and on now towards the last fence on this section of the course. Jordan's has got the lead. Percival Lagawa has gone in the country, and they go over the third from home, and it is now through on the inside that 3-card Bragg has come through to challenge Jordan's, who's out wide. So Jordan's and 3-card Bragg, they are now the first two, with Monty Star at top of the bill, and they're then being followed by High Class Hero as they now go over the Melling Road, and now the finish of the Randox Grand National with Richard Hoyle.
Captain Cody was another who fell a couple of fences ago as Jordan's leads the national field. 3-card Bragg. Monty Star coming out after the leader who's kicked for home here. Jordan's making the best of the way home. Under Ben Jones leads by half a dozen lengths, and he's trying to steal this. Monty Star, High Class Hero. Then behind these in fourth place is Johnny Who, Iroko, I Am Maximus, 3-card Bragg, Champ Kylie, Final Orders as the leader heads towards the second last. It is Jordan's out clear by half a dozen lengths. In second place is High Class Hero for James Bowen. Johnny Who moves into third. I Am Maximus is staying on amongst horses with the white cap as they head down towards the last in the national. It is Jordan's who's over. High Class Hero mistaking second. Johnny Who and I Am Maximus as they set off up the running towards the elbow. Jordan's dash for glory still leads by 4 lengths. Johnny Who hampered by the loose horse. High Class Hero, I Am Maximus